Hi, good evening, art friends. Me, Teacher Zheng. Welcome to this week's art class. So, what we have here is a picture of an old door. So, to do this, what we need to do is, of course, always get the top part and the bottom part. Let's just change the setting to 9. So, get the top part first, the bottom part. Then what you need to remember, it needs to look like a rectangle shape. So let's just say nandito yung sides. Now once you've got that one, make sure you take this one into consideration. Pantay yan yung apat, because it will have almost equal sides. Okay, now once you've got it, you could easily place the sketches. Okay, so generic lines muna, nothing fancy. Okay, so what you have here is, so you have the basic square rectangle shape type nung door. Then it has a bit here, yung inner perspective, somewhere in this area yan. Here. Then ito yung papunta sa may steps or dun sa 2-step platform, somewhere here, and then extend here yan, so you could get the other side. This one naka reverse method yan, so you could have a wider base, and of course you need to create this one. All of these are just initial sketches. You could easily make this wider if you want, but most of the time you could easily adjust your initial sketches. Then once you've got the initial sketches, you need to get the details of the door. So get the half, and then if you notice this one, this a little bit below the half. So if this is the half of the door, this detail would be somewhere on this area. Then you have another set of detail here. Then of course what you need to do here is, this is where the placement ng doorknob. Then you could have the details here. So let's just say you've already sketched everything. Okay, now once you've done everything, in all of the construction drawing, now it's time that you need to check your perspective. So once working with the perspective, slowly build it one by one. So let's just say we are going to start with the outer area. You could use a ruler on this one if you want, but if you opt out to do a freehand, then by all means do so. Now, to get the textures of the old cement or the broken cement, what you need to do is shade it first, as light as possible. Now once you've shade everything, then you plan now to get the details. So before trying to do the details, make sure to check the angle on the position. So let's just say this is the top part of the detail and this is the bottom part. So it will start somewhere here and then it will end somewhere on this area. Then try to get the middle part. The middle part will be somewhere here, right above this area, and then the other one will be around this area. Now let's just say you've already got the position, and now you are starting to work on the textures of the cement. Use different kind of strokes, scribbling, because most of the time when construction workers do the flat cement, they would try to move a circular or use a circular motion on their palette to put up the cement. Try to do this, the scribble, so to create textures. If in the event that you want to do more of the textures, then you could do stippling. Stippling means pointillism or dots, so you could have more prominent textures. Okay, for the old door, try to use a lot of downward strokes, so you could get the effects of a chip off paint on an old door. Then of course this one will have a light cast shadow. The idea why we are incorporating a very small or light shadows here is to add volume on the artwork, especially that this area will have a contrast or an overcast of shade from this area, since the light passes through on this side. So you could also have an option if you want to include the wall that surrounds this one. Now the number 6, you could change this one, the detail, to anything that you want. If you want to add a small animal on this one, let's just say a frog on a corner, or a sitting rabbit or a dog laying down on this area, then by all means do so. It's an open theme, so create a story around this subject, which is an old door, and then you could also add different set of details on this one. Now in getting the cement, you don't need to get the 100% of this one. What you could do is a 50-50. Try to get it as much as you can, try to get the textures, then use your own judgment to evaluate the tones and the shape. So let's just say you're doing stippling and scribbling just to create the texture on the cement to make it more prominent, then by all means do so. So this is Teacher Jeng. I will see you guys on your own art class schedule. May everyone have a wonderful day. If you have more questions, you could just send me an email or hit me up with a message on Facebook and our other social media platforms. May everyone have a wonderful evening. Stay home, stay safe. God bless, love and peace.